go.
Okay. How many of you have ever heard a Latin American folktale before? A couple of you? Okay. Well, if you haven't, you're going to hear one today, and it's going to be from a collection of folktales called Senor Cat's Romance and Other Favorite Stories from Latin America by a lady named Lucia Gonzalez. Okay, let me ask you one more question. Have you ever heard or know somebody that was kind of bossy? You can answer. Yes or no? Yeah? Okay. And did they ever when they tried to get something they wanted, did they ever do it in a bossy way? Like they kind of boss people around to get it? Okay. Well, you're going to hear a story about a rooster. It's called the Bossy Gallito. Gallito is Spanish for rooster. Okay? And it's called the Bossy Gallito. And you're going to hear about how he kind of bossed some people around to get what he wanted. And we'll talk about the story after we're done. Okay? So first we're going to start. Once there was a bossy rooster. And Gallito Mandon. Okay? And he was on his way to the wedding of his Uncle Perez, to Tío Perico. Okay? On his way there, he was dressed very elegantly. He was very clean and very beautiful looking. His beak was shining, and he was ready to go. On his way, he saw 2 pieces of corn, 2 kernels of corn. Okay? And they were shiny and gold, and they looked delicious. But they were also next to a puddle of mud. And he thought, if I eat, I'll dirty my beak. And then I won't be able to go to the wedding of my Tío Perico. So he thought some more about whether he should eat the kernels of corn, but he couldn't resist, so he ate them anyway. And, lo and behold, he dirtied his beak. So he kept on walking along the road, and he came alongside the road and saw a pile of grass. So he says to the grass, "Grass, clean my pico, so that I can go to the wedding of my Tío Perico." And the grass said, "I will not." So the little Gallito kept on walking. And he kept on walking until he saw a goat. And he went to the goat, and he commanded the goat. He said, "Goat, eat the grass, who won't clean my pico, so that I can go to the wedding of my Tío Perico." Well, the goat doesn't want to be ordered and bossed around, so the goat said, "I will not." The little Gallito kept on walking. And he came across a stick. And he went to the stick and he said, "Stick, hit the goat, who won't eat the grass, who won't clean my pico, so that I can go to the wedding of my Tío Perico." And the stick said, "I will not." So the little Gallito, he kept on walking, and nearby a bush he saw a fire burning. So he went to the fire. And he ordered the fire. He said, "Fire, burn the stick. The stick won't hit the goat, who won't eat the grass, who won't clean my beak, so that I can go to the wedding of my Tío Perico." So the fire, of course, he doesn't want to be bossed around either. So the fire says, "I will not." The little Gallito kept on walking, and he was starting to get very nervous. He was hurrying, he was rushing. So he keeps on walking, and he sees a stream. And he goes up to the stream and says to the water, he says, "Water, quench the fire, who won't burn the stick, who won't hit the goat, who won't eat the grass, who won't clean my pico, so that I can go to the wedding of my Tío Perico." Well, of course, the water doesn't want to be bossed around either, and the water says, "I will not." So the little Gallito, he doesn't know what else to do. He's running out of people to go to. So he sees his friend, the sun, El Sol. So him and the sun are friends. The sun wakes up to the Gallito's singing every morning. And so he says to the sun, "Please, dear Sol, could you please dry the water, who won't quench the fire, who won't burn the stick, who won't hit the goat, who won't eat the grass, who won't clean my pico, so that I can go to the wedding of my Tío Perico." So the sun says to the Gallito, says, "With pleasure, friend, I will do that." So the water hears his reply, and the water says, "Pardon me, but I will quench the fire." Well, the fire heard that, and the fire said, well, pardon me, but I will burn the stick. And the stick said, pardon me, but I will hit the goat. And the goat said, pardon me, but I will eat the grass. And the grass said, pardon me, but I will clean your pico. And so he did. And he was all ready to go. And the little gallito thanked the sun. And he thanked him with a beautiful song of cockle-doodle-doo. And he ran off, and he went to the wedding, and he made it there on time. Okay? That's the story. So, what do you think? What do you think we learned from this? What do you think? If you're bossy, do you think you're going to get what you want? If you're bossy to people and you walk them around, what do you think you should do? Go ahead. Do it yourself, or how, if you ask nicely. Remember when he asked the son nicely to do it for him, and the son kind of helped him do it? See, he would have saved all that time going through all those people and being mean to his people if he asked them nicely. So, if you want something, what do? Ask nicely, right? Okay, thank you.